of the Bears News Network. I'm your host, Mike Anderson, alongside with my co-host, DeAndre Cootie Hicks, man. Your Southside boys giving you that Chicago Bears latest news and rumors, man. The only YouTube channel that's out there that give out tickets and prizes to its subscribers, man. So if you are a Chicago Bears fan, hit that
Yes.
subscribe button. It is totally free. The season is starting to heat up, Cootie, and we getting back to actual games being played, man. We will
Yes.
be at training camp this year, man. So if we see some of you guys out there, say what's up to us, and we'll be happy to talk with you guys. But if you're a Chicago Bears fan, like we said, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free and does not cost you anything. Thanks for the love and support. Okay, Cody. First week
Yes.
of OTAs went by. We're in the second week of OTAs and a mandatory minicamp round. And just from week one of OTAs, the headlines that I kind of took from week one of OTA was Caleb Williams did struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
The defense did get the best of him from what we see. And the defense is going to push him. Kevin Byard made a comment about like how when, he had a rough day, how they told him, hey, you're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. We got you. We got you. That's what we're here for. Iron sharpen iron, and you can most definitely see that this defense chemistry is still there, and it's going to continue to roll over from last year and how they finished as one of the best defenses in the
Yeah.
National Football League last year. So now you can kind of see they're kind of taking off and continue to roll over the pace of where they left off. So you kind of expect the defense to be ahead of the offense at this point. Week two though of OTAs, a little bit what I took out of that was Caleb Williams did bounce back. He did have more explosive of playmaking and being able to throw the ball a little bit more. He was 13 to 15, I think. Had a touchdown to Roma Dunze, and he was also able to, in 2 minute drill, set up the team for a field goal for Cairo Santos, going down the field in 2 minute drill. So, uh, ability to bounce back, and a lot of people can say, well, hey, 4 out of the 5 starters wasn't present that day of earlier last week of second week of OTAs or whatever the case may
Right.
be. But hey, still just him having the ability to be able to bounce back after having a rough day is a good thing to take note of, and just shows his ability to want to get better as a quarterback, and when he makes mistakes to want to clean those things up. Um Anything that you took away from Cootie from week one or week out to you? I got a couple of more points, but I want to give you the floor if you have anything that you heard.
No, it's kind of on the same point as you, really. Like the defense, the defense is already going uphill, and they just are continuing with that. Like kind of what they use about it. They still got the same no take no prisoner attitude and stuff mentality. So it's just them just want to continue to get better. And then the same thing, I would say, Kalen Williams, probably I'll call him more of like focusing in. That's what I think he did. He was able to focus in more the next week after having mistakes and incomplete passes, missed throws, stuff like that. So second time around, like you say, with or without those players, I feel like the second time around he was gonna focus in and lock in even better. Make more of those passes. So for me, it's these right here are not as much as not surprising headlines, but those are ones that I'm okay with seeing. Things that I kind of, looking forward to.
Reported is that the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams are overtime with him just to get this playbook down, the scheme, his footwork, his cadence, him working under center, which was something that he didn't necessarily do a lot in college. Playing at USC, he wasn't really under center, but him into the NFL has to be able to translate that to his game. And sometimes your back,
Yeah,
not usually having your back against the defense, can be an issue, but them just having the ability and him wanting to learn and get back those things and then putting in the extra time is a good thing, man. And like you said, Cody, this defense, man, is most definitely top 5. We get another edge rusher. We could say elite, most definitely, no doubt about it. But it's
yeah,
only
yeah,
gonna, like I said, iron sharpens iron. It's only gonna make Caleb Williams a better quarterback. As far as the bashing of him, Cootie, uh, we're not those type of people to bash
Yeah,
him, or as far as with our podcast and our platform, we're not going to do that. Caleb Williams is the Chicago Bears starting quarterback, and no matter how much some may not like it, that's just what it is.
right.
So if you are a Chicago Bears fan, you want to root for this guy, man, because he is the leader of this team right
Yeah, he's at
now.
the helm. Yeah,
So just with that being said, I know a lot of people have bad days. Oh well, see, that's
yeah,
what
looking for
happens.
that.
They're looking for, and that's one thing. Hey, it's gonna happen, but at the same time, like, come on, man, like you guys have to
Right,
stop doing
exactly.
those things as well. Like, he's gonna rookie growing pains is gonna happen in the
Yes.
National Football League. Not everyone is lucky to have a CJ Stroud type of year. So with that being said, you have to take your first rookie year with a grain of salt and with learning curves and just trying to get better. Now, with Caleb Williams being the talent that he is, a lot of people say, oh, he should come in and be able to exceed this
Right.
expectation or this expectation. But realistically speaking, he's still a rookie and it still has to translate to the NFL. And it's all a learning process, man. So we have to root
Yeah.
for this guy and only for this guy to get better, man. But that's just one thing. He has the knack and the desire to get better as a quarterback. And that's one thing that a preconceptual notion that some people may have had about him that is not true. Like, he's just Hollywood diva, thinks he's all that,
Right. Yeah.
and he's been shown to be the totally opposite. Cody has a
Yeah. Even I
great
had to
personality,
got woke
likes
up on
going
that.
out
Yeah.
around the city, interacting with the fans. The bars Green Bay suck with fans, and and just
Yeah.
being him, and that's one
Oh
side
yeah,
that
being
we
a real
didn't.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just something that we never seen out of a uh, let alone a Chicago face of a brand of a sports team. So just excited to see what he can do this year, but with that, I just like his desire to want to learn and to get better, even after him having those bad days. Like we talked a little bit before we just got on the air, how even
Yeah.
when he has those bad days, he always seems to want to learn where he made his mistakes and fix those, and have a desire to come back with a hunger to be great and do better. And that's the only thing that you can ask for out of a rookie quarterback coming into the
Yeah.
NFL. So, but man, let us know what was some standout tips that you guys seen or heard, man, from rookie minicamp, or some players that you're excited to see what they can do this year. Let us know right in the midst of this video right now while you're looking at it. Comment your answers right underneath this video. We appreciate all the love and support. Like we said, if you're a Chicago Bears fan, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate all
Yes.
the love
Yes.
and
Yes.
support.
Sir.
Okay, Cootie. Another standout that I wanted to out is um Nate Davis. Should we be worried? Last year, he had personal issues with the death
Yeah.
of his mother, which was totally understandable. How that was a tough situation for him last year, but this year, first week of OTAs wasn't there. Second week of OTAs, not really practicing. Was there mini camp, mandatory mini camp? He's there, but not really participating in the team activities. And should we be worried about Davis? Before Cootie answer that question, you guys know, should we be worried about Nate Davis? Let us know your answers right underneath this video. Cootie, you got the floor. Should we be worried about Nate Davis? What do you think?
Okay, so right now it's not easily said, easily given answer because it is, I'll say, so sort of a situation because only first 2 weeks of it. But with that being said, I'm starting to feel that concern. Only when I can look at the past situation not being last offseason with what you said before. Just history of missing games with injury, having injury, and just will he be prepared? Where's his mindset at? His mentality, coming into this year. Just with all that has happened, you would think that a player has two ways of going about it. Either they go, come in with their head up and get down to work, get to business, or just gonna put your head down and you don't really care too much. So, like I say, it's early to say if he has one of those attitudes because missed a week and only been there, active a couple days in practice. So, as things go forward, I want it to not be a concern, but I have a concern because I don't know his preparedness or his mentality, with the game right now. Not more so with the Bears, but just how he's approaching football and what is his game plan.
You have just said, I totally, I'm totally in agreement with you right there with Nate Davis. We just have to wait and see. Just have to wait and see when you put in that right guard. And just a note for our viewers as well. They had Coleman Shelton and Matt Pryor in at right guard, rotating as the starters. Nate Davis hasn't been in the starting rotation since the start of OTA'S. So that's just one note as well there. And when you think about what Matt Eberflus said press conference, he said, I think he's right. He was our starter last year. He should be our starter this year. Totally understand it, but you can't tell me that his absence in the start of these OTAs have not played a role in the fact that he hasn't been out there a lot. Now, I can be wrong. It could be injuries because he was saying doing the bike one day, but
Yeah.
we know it's going to be injuries on this and I understand that. So that's the reason why Matt Eberflus said that, they're just getting different looks at different guys, but Nate Davis is still projected to be the starter, which I think he will be the starter, which me and both Cootie is sitting here telling you
Yeah,
guys, we do think Nate Davis will be the starting right guard. But as for a long-term answer at right guard, are you guys
exactly.
concerned about Nate Davis being that long time answer? Because it's already was questions about Nate Davis in Tennessee that he didn't like to practice, and other rumors that he
Right.
didn't work hard. And I'm not saying that that's the case here, but I mean, you it's starting to feel
Yeah,
kind
we
of
seeing what we
similar that
seeing.
way. Now, I don't want to put that stigma totally on him, but
Right,
we just
exactly
have to
too.
wait and see. We just have to wait and see. But yeah, that was a big standout to me, Cody. It seems like everybody's been here and somewhat of a full participation in some time at OTAs and mandatory mini camp, but it just up for Nate Davis. That was one thing that just stood out to me. Anything else stood out to you?
Oh yeah, one thing was how they spoke about Keenan Allen and stuff, with his route running and what he can do as a playmaker and a receiver and stuff. And I mean, it's one of those things. Also, it's not like a big surprise, but it's one of those things that I like seeing, coming out of the OTAs and stuff like that. Is that even with 12 years under his belt, he's still coming out with that same tenacity, excitement, readiness to go, and still can impress guys that seen him 12, playing over the 12 years. He's still impressive in what he's doing. Like I said, the route running, that was one big thing that they talked about with him, with just how smooth and sharp he is in his route running.
Can't DJ Moore called him a veteran. Keelan had it. He's seen it all. He's done it all. He's just one of those guys who's just a veteran vet. You, you can't. He's never had. He hasn't seen the new in his
Right.
NFL career. So he's just a guy that knows what to do, goes about his business, and produces at a high level. For the past years that he's been in the league for 10 plus years, man,
Yeah.
and it's just a good thing to see. The main question with him is the extension, which we'll get into a little bit later on, a little bit this season. But it's the main thing with Keenan Allen is the extension, man. But quick question for you guys, since Cooley took us there. Do you guys think Keenan Allen deserves an extension? That's today's poll question. Let us know right underneath this video. Do you guys think Keenan Allen deserves an extension? Okay, Cootie, we got about 2 more minutes here. Let's get into it real quick.
Let's go.
Bears was picked for HBO Hard Knocks. How do you feel about that, Cootie?
Oh, I'm definitely excited, man. You get to actually go into like it is a team that's building around a quarterback is in the best position. So, you got a lot to see, a lot to be excited about, surprised about. It's a lot of unknown that's still there with. You have, like I said, we got a generational quarterback, this great defense, coaching staff that we know can do things. So it's just a lot to, finally get, like, it's a young team, but it's a lot in this young team. So yeah, I'm excited just to put us on the platform.
Going here in Chicago, and it's going to be exciting to see how Hard Knocks puts this together and have a good look inside the Bears locker room, and let other outsider people get an inside view of how this organization is run and how they're going to develop Caleb Williams somewhat in his first rookie year. This high
Yes.
value prospect QB, generational talent, first year, and the Chicago Bears offense and organization has never had a generational quarterback, let alone a great quarterback in his franchise history. One of the
Yeah.
founding franchises is crazy still. And so this is a big opportunity for Hard Knocks. I'm pretty sure excited. A lot of people is going to be tuned in about the Chicago Bears now, with them going out and get Caleb Williams and now being featured on Hard Knocks. Everything is lining up for, man, for
Yes.
a lot of attention for this team to be back and be back in good graces. And when the Chicago Bears is winning, man, the city is feeling good, man. The NFL is happy, man. It's just a different
Yeah.
vibe in the city of Chicago when the Bears is winning. So just excited to see Hard Knocks, man. So everybody go tune in on HBO Hard Knocks. If you don't got it, you gotta go get HBO Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
They're gonna be featuring
Check
the
this one
Chicago
out.
Bears this year. Yeah, man. Thank you guys for tuning in with us. We got to get up out of here, but man, hit that subscribe button. Like we said, if you're a Chicago Bears fan, we thanks for the love and support. And like man, Cootie always say, bear down and be safe, Chicago.
See